Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm in a hospital with my mother today getting a basic procedure, but it takes like 4 hours. Oh, I already got scared there. Well, I hope your mom's fine. Day off work, eh? Alright. Day off work. Well, enjoy. What is good news, Mr. Bakchi? What good news do you bring? Oh, I see how it is. I see. Okay. What's up, Scotty, by the way? Solheim. Ranty. Jiggly. AJ. Caroline Dean or Carl? I mean, I ranked up Carolina. Busy 9 in my third. Well, Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, enjoy yourself. What's up? Not too much. Not too much. Did not want to match him. Kind of stupid. Still consuming mushroom a little bit. I'm consuming a little bit of coffee. Good morning from Boston. Well, hello there. What's new in Boston? Boston Celtics are gonna suck this season, and they trade away Porzingis, so I'm no longer Celtics fan. Okay. Ah, shit, of course that has to be. Of course there's the gapent. Yeah, this meta is not like, again, I'm not ranking up for this meta specifically either, so still missing some key piece for this meta. Why, like, again, this entire thing happened just because he did a full combo in my block. Like, we would have been fine here. But no, he had to do a full combo in my block. Yeah. That's literally because of it. What's the meta for week 3 and 4? Safeguard and buffet over time. Boston is great and ready to watch. The latest SmackDown. Oh, it's fine. Fine. Well, we'll see how he does again, though. Probably gonna finish with full health, though. I'm in Gulag. Who sent you? I did. I did that one personally. Yeah, Guardian's quite good in this meta. And the Gulag hype's fucking real. Aye. Up in balance. Safeguard I liked more than this, but this one is playable. Still, this is still better than the last meta. Okay. Of course, I mean, like, this one was throw around anyways, but. Nu, tu uzzīmēt uzrakstīji arī? Nu, bet tu taču... Tu lasīji, kas tev ir jādara? Neizskatās. Ja tu būtu lasījis, tad tu zinātu, ka tev ir jāuzraksta kaut kas tā burbulī. Nah, it's gonna be good if you keep talking in all the time. Like, I'm helping him with his homework, but... The question here is... I'm fine. No math homework today. Math is actually doing quite well. It's the languages that he struggles with, and I can't believe I'm gonna lose the fucking defensive crossbones. Fuck. Oh, maybe not. Who knows? Hopefully, baby G, yes. Never mind. Not a bit. Caraca. Não é para isso. Tá o viaduct. There's no viaduct. Version is not a box. Right? Labi, kāpēc tās nevar? Tas ir. Labi. Izdies ārā to un lasi dabaszinības no Daņila. Ja tu neko nevar izdarīt. Izdies ārā to, ka dabaszinības grāmatu. Lasi vēl. But hey, going to come Spider-Man looks exactly like him. Nice. Grand Special 3, good, good, Osman, good. That's what you deserve. I'll get you next time. Leave me alone, you pest. Like a foot fungus, notoriously difficult to get rid of. Is it by Dan or Joe over? Well, I do have this.
It's Jover. I'm by done.
I'm playing like crap today. So just like every day. He's by winning. I don't know. Cassandra hasn't necessarily been the craziest. I better open pie. You also did not get Nico? Nico is a gulag word, buddy. Yeah, I have no Nico. I hate that so much. Half decent. It's 6 on Nico, so taking head rank 5. Congratulations, but you're still going to gulag before you do that. Better got cooked immediately at that. Hello, what's up, man? Good thing it's on my alt and I'm still climbing. Ah! Well, your alt is probably huge anyways. Ashirama. Alright. Alright. So. Yeah, this should actually be quite fun. I can do that more than defense. Okay, who's your next rank 4 mystic? Hopefully we get Lizard. I hope so too. Kushala. Yeah, Kushala is a solid pick for sure. Okay. In previous meta, I did this fight so much better. What is the pre? Oh, it's because of that also was foresighted. Fuck. Should have went with Venom. Fuck. Oh yeah, fair enough. That lag's not helping me either much, but okay. This is probably a shitty ass idea. Daniela, es tev tikko teicu, ka tu nevari nākt pie maniem katras 2 minūtes. Atpūties. Fuck off. That's fine. Almost went. Works very well. Yeah, I mean, I screwed up. It's fine. That should have just done it. To be fair, in my defense, somebody keeps pestering me every 2 minutes. Magic guy with 27, of course not. Did Bedog get double good luck? I don't know, did he? Could be. Billy should blame my wife. It wasn't the wife. No. Don't know who's gonna be the final boss. But definitely should have picked Venom. Would have been at least more straightforward fine. Okay, fair enough. Very, very, very bad. No good. Very bad. Fine. Did one time you.
Shut up and take my money.
No face £1.
Got Mr. No Face. 20 points now. 247. Because I won 1 and then I lost 1. And now I'm -3. But thank you very much for the quid. Alrighty then. Disney got their minds right, good for them. What do you mean? Got back Kimmel? Oh, that. Like. Sure. Still nobody's gonna watch him though. Like, that's the thing about Kimmel's, like. I used to watch him, but I just got tired of him bitching all the time, and I didn't find it funny, so I stopped. And by the looks of it, most of the people stopped as well. So, don't really get that much. I mean, here's the thing. The lost 3 billion overnight, that's because it was made into like a political outrage type of issue, rather than the actual viewers. So like, I can guarantee you most of the people who were bitching about it did not watch Jimmy Kimmel, because his like ratings at like 19 or like 15 demo or something like that were like fucking abysmal. So I don't know. I don't know. I had no choice but to bring him back. Yeah, but I think I heard that there. I'm sorry. I think ABC and whoever else is still not going to be showing, you know, doing his show basically. What the fuck? He decks that he died level 1? So, yeah, I mean, like, I really couldn't care less about Kimmel personally, though. Beautifully Nerds already said they are replacing his show. Oh, exactly. So Disney might have brought him back, but he's still probably gonna get cancelled unless those affiliate networks change their mind. And I don't think they will, because he had like shit ratings to begin with. And now it's going to be made into some sort of culture issue as well, but I don't know. Ultimately, here's what I think about Kimmel. I don't think he was funny. I didn't like the show. Couldn't care less if he got cancelled. If the cancellation is primarily because of the government involvement, I don't think that's a good thing for you guys' systems. At the same time, you guys did that to everybody for many fucking years. And that, you know, all the administrations have been caught pressuring Facebooks and stuff like that. So, what's good for the goose, that's good for gander, I believe. So, you guys did it for ages. Now they're in power. They're going to be trying to do all this shit to you. And then you guys are going to get in power, and you guys are going to get back to doing that to everybody. So, let's not pretend that, you know, Dems didn't do the same shit. Or, you know, that Republicans have the obligation of some sort of moral high ground there. So that's more or less the thing. People are Kimmel show being, yeah, I mean, I do agree with. That's the thing that I dislike the most about it, because it took away from the assassination. Listen. And whoa. Okay, hey Domino. I just hate Domino. And to be fair, Shocker is a bad matchup, but still my stuff. Yeah, this is bad. But my phone's lagging so much. Thoughts of him trying to force him. All he did was make fun of him. Lopsy comedy doesn't want to show me. I mean, that is absolutely true. The freedom of speech aspect gets involved with the FAA and whatnot. You know, dragged into it. I think that was like one of the bigger mistakes, like his public comments there. I think I'm screwed in this match. I'm gonna be brought down by fucking Domino. Did you update to iOS 26? Do I have to? Is restart? Yeah, I do need to restart the phone. How long does the update take? I don't think, because I don't think I did. Don't? Why do I not do that again? All right. Get 2 of these shits. I mean, it's fairly fast, but hey! Where did I get that 2% health loss? Did background process? Okay, so I did not update. Alright. Many die for nothing and don't even get mentioned. That goes for everything. But that argument is kind of dumb as fuck, in my opinion, because the same thing, you choose what do you support and what charities you support. For instance, you might, what's the best thing? Support an, I don't know, an animal shelter. At the same time, the argument is like, well, there are actual people dying every day from poverty and homelessness and whatnot, that's why I don't support it. You cannot force caring for something people don't. That happens organically. Also, he's radical. He was absolutely most mild of the Republicans. What one radical thing that he said, Alex? What is the one radical thing that he said? Like, the things that you are saying, I find radical. Things like somebody advocating for his freedoms getting shot is like karma. I think that is fucked up morally. I think that is genuinely bad. Like, I think the thing you just said is more evil than anything I have heard him say. Personally. And it's not like I was like the biggest fan of him. I just saw him on YouTube here and there, you know. Didn't agree with everything he said. But he was certainly, for instance, more religious than I was. But what you just said here is like, oh, karma and stuff like that. That is fucked up. That is morally twisted. Following how important you make it. Wasn't following her, not care about him dying, but it's because there's no attachment there. Well, I mean, like, again, I wasn't following him. I did see some clips, like, if they popped up in shorts and stuff like that. And for most part, like, majority of them, I did agree with him. And, you know, I never once saw him saying something, you know, hateful or radical. So, and even if you did, I mean, it's still kind of fucked up. I don't know, for instance, that bitch Rachel Maddow or something. It's like, I can't stand her guts. If she was murdered, I wouldn't be like, oh, she got what's coming for her or something like that. You didn't not even know who he was? Turk? I did know who he was. But who are you talking about? You don't have to care for the guy. The big issue is that where he died. Exactly. Right? I mean, that is right. I mean, that is just deeply evil. Like, I find it immoral. The things that you are saying right now, I find deeply immoral and disturbing. Like he should die? No, no, should. You said karma. It's kind of, oh, he was hateful and it's karma. But first of all, and I asked you what is one thing, hateful thing that he said. You haven't mentioned one. It's probably something that somebody told you that he was, rather than you actually listening to him and whatnot. That's one. But who are you talking about there, Alex? Alex. Assume. I mean, out of context, anybody can, you know, be made to sound evil. Oh, so you're talking just normal conservative, where worse creators are there? Exactly. Yeah, Kirk mostly debated at colleges. Was no political assassination? If that wasn't a political assassination, then explain to me one that is. It had nothing to do with his opposition. He got killed because that little kid hated the things that he had to say. That is like... Alright, fine. I have become a fan. Down for everything. I don't know if I would say a fan, but I definitely more agreed with him more than I didn't agree. I'll put it like that. And the kid was a Trump supporter, which that killed him. He was not a Trump supporter. He was like, and this is a problem with media, because like many people think that the guy that killed Kirk was a Trump supporter because his family was Republican, and that's what every media outlet like CNN and whatnot was talking about. But the guy was clearly on the left. He had like a transitioning transgender furry boyfriend, and he had repeatedly talked about how much he hates Trump, conservatives, and Kirk in particular. And the fact that you don't know that, but you speak so boldly about all of this is very disturbing. Anyone can have his opinions. Yeah, I mean, of course. But first of all, some of the things that you have said are flat out evil. So, you can have your opinion, but I can call you out on them. Second of all, like when asked, you haven't provided any shred of evidence of like the horrible things that he has said. You just say, oh, he was an awful human being, but tell me what is one bad thing that he did that, you know, was deserved to get killed over. Deserving to get killed over, I'd say. At this point, I genuinely think you're just rage baiting. Lastly, is like, again, the kid that shot him is 100% crazy libtard. And that is not an opinion, that is a fact. You said karma. So, you're talking about karma. What is the definition of karma? It's like you get what's coming to you. You do good things happen to you. You do bad things happen to you. So, you didn't use those exact words, but that's effectively just rephrasing the same thing, or implying the same thing. Freedom of speech? Well, first of all, freedom of speech is a, you know, your relationship with government and people. Freedom of speech does not exist in private forums such as this. Nor in the country that I'm from. Freedom of speech is a uniquely American thing. Oh, no? Is it kind of because he had speech defending weapons? Like I read online. He defended Second Amendment, yes. Does that mean that anybody who is for Second Amendment, you know, should be shot? And that would be karmic justice? Because, again, karma is... the full continuation of karma is like karmic justice, right? So it's like indirect. The issue is now freedom of speech in jeopardy because of what happened. The issue is the political violence in the USA. I would say that's like the big issue there. When did you hear made outrageous claims, but when called to support your argument, you gave no examples or facts? Exactly. That is exactly the point. Again, freedom of speech is in danger after Trump admin did what he did. Like, what the fuck did you guys do? It's like, you guys are pointing the finger at Trump now, when you guys did the same thing for years over COVID, over like influencing Facebook and whatnot for the elections, and your stupid Hunter Biden laptop thingy that got, you know, effectively government agencies reaching out to private institutions and pressuring them to mark as disinformation and stuff like that. So, not that I am trying to defend whatever you are saying Trump's doing, but what I will, however, say is, like, you guys have absolutely zero ground to argue anybody on this, because you did 10 times what they are doing right now. Oh, why was he throwing that level 1 though? So I find it bizarre how you guys now are all for freedom of speech when you guys have spent like a decade doing everything so others' opinions get silenced. Can you have your opinions? I'll have mine. That is absolutely true. Trump lover, I got it already. I'm not even a Trump lover, I'm just not a fucking lunatic that hates him. I specifically said, like, Kimmel getting fired, couldn't care less because I didn't like the guy. If the government is involved, I don't think it is a good thing. So here is me saying, like, if Trump's DOJ is generally the main reason why Kimmel got cancelled in the first place, I don't like it. I don't think it's a good thing. However, I'm not gonna lose my mind over it because you guys did the same fucking thing for years. That's why that's simple. But I'm concerned there's not much else to it. You guys are freaking out about the shit you guys did 10 times worse to other people now. And when you guys get a little bit of your own medicine back to you, the world is ending. Also, opinion is one thing, but when you're stating verifiable mistruth, that's a different thing. You can always have your opinion, but your opinion can't be a blatant lie. Don't live in USA, but I'm obsessed. Oh. Yeah, exactly. I think much more of it was that Disney was trying to take advantage of the situation and just getting rid of Kimmel because hardly anybody keeps watching him. And the reason why hardly anybody keeps watching him, quite literally because he has alienated half of the country by constantly shitting on one specific political party. Now, you may disagree with that, I think, but have you seen his ratings? They have been in dumps for ages. Yeah. Then yeah. What topic everybody's talking about? It's not about the ratings. I mean, it will be soon enough, and it could be. You don't know that. It's like, because nobody has come out and flat out said that they cancelled Kimmel because Trump's admin said something either. Have they? I don't think they have. That is true, Curtis. That is absolutely true. And I fucked up. I personally think it's more so about ratings than anything else. If it isn't, again, it's not a good thing, Alex. Absolutely, I agree. Government getting involved with media networks is not great. However, again, I'm going to be forced to point out the fact that you guys do it too, and you guys do it more often and worse when you are in power. So, the fact that you don't like it done now to you, you know. Fair enough. But I'm not going to feel sorry for you. kind of like you walking around punching everybody in the face for 10 years, and then somebody punches you back, and you guys, oh no, how dare he? Well, you guys, again, yeah, I go with you guys as in like you are in clear opposition to Republicans, Trump, or the political right. Just like I would characterize Republicans as them or they, because I'm not one either. Political debates are so toxic. They can be. They certainly can be, because people get extremely passionate, like hateful over it. I don't live in the US and I don't belong to either. Like, I don't live in the US. Okay, fair enough then. Okay, the opinions that you support. 31 diamond cooking, thanks. Free Palestine. Yeah, exactly. I don't live in the US either. I'm getting on for president. Best of luck, mediocre Sam. Genuinely hope you do. You do well. What do you think they can improve in the upcoming EQ? Maybe change the format a little bit. Reduce the number of fights. Update the notes. The three most important 4 things. Stop forcing us to do. I'm obsessed with US politics. Well, the thing that's a bit different, Gabs. Like, US politics are effectively the global politics, because anything that happens in US significantly affects not only geopolitics of the world, it also affects cultural shift in the world. Like, many of the things that get normalized and popularized in US inevitably do flood out and flood over into Europe. So you kind of have to know. Like, I myself am better versed in US politics than I am in the Latvian politics. And exactly, just like left and right, it is not just US thing. Like, these opinions, for instance, open borders or you know, shutting the borders shut and not letting immigrants in the country. Like, what US is doing in their country is also, first of all, influencing these things in Europe. And these same struggles and fights and ideas are happening in Europe too. For instance, Latvia has never had like a massive influx of illegal immigration, but Europe is still kind of trying to pressure us to get in more of them, when the local population is vehemently against it. Because we don't want our country destroyed. We don't give a shit about diversity. We don't give a shit about, you know, all that stuff. We want to live in our little country, and we want people to leave us the fuck alone. That's about it. And as an end result is Latvia is 50 shades of white. There are, you know, maybe 17 black people in the country, and we love them. We don't have anything against them, but at no point we want like 5,000 people from Africa getting, you know, or 10 or 20 or 100,000 people from Africa getting dropped in the country. That's the way the country views things. That's the way majority of the people in the country wants it to stay. And we genuinely couldn't give a shit about woke people. Latvia is fairly conservative in just about every aspect, especially socially. Like, gender roles are still a very strong thing in Latvia. And what else I can kind of explain that Poland as well, yeah. Poland's like on the same track. What about champs that can switch between the classes and mass like seriously? I mean, that could kind of be interesting. As a non-American. What are you talking about? Are you talking to me then and trying to be mean to me? Dun, 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 dun. Immigration caused colonization and wars caused by US. Again, that is, I think, a very shallow thing. Caused by colonization and wars caused by US. Like, any global superpower will cause wars and has caused wars. Like, how many wars has China caused or Russia has caused? And ultimately, you know, if you do have to pick a side, for instance, in a country like Latvia, like, we're 2 million people, we can't, you know, do much on our own at any given point. And if you kind of have to choose the horse to bet on, you look at the way the people live. like which country, China, Russia, or India, or US has like more which one of those countries is more akin to your culture? Which one of those countries have been taking better care of their people at large overall? Like which one is more wealthy? Which one's like has more freedom in it? Sense of worth. And if my choice is in between India and again, you always want to kind of like make that calculation on the idea that you're not going to be like the social elite, the top 1%. What you want to look at is how well the bottom 10% of each country lives, right? And I will 100% not pick China. I will 100% not pick India. I will 100% not pick Russia when it comes to the global superpowers. That's why I'm also not gonna go out of my way to demonize. Oh shit, this is bad. Free Palestine?
Shut up and take
That's
my
fine,
money.
but what does it entail? Mediocre Sam for
Mediocre
president?
Sam
Absolutely.
$5. Mediocre Sam for president 2028.
Oh, that's very good, Stephen Hart. Glad it helped you. If Russia decides to invade me, yeah, that is a legitimate concern. Of course, that is a very legitimate concern. Oh, fuck off. Do not have built up any charges at the beginning, specifically in case like this. Yeah, I think I need to start paying more attention to the fight itself. Definitely doable though. Russia has its Independence Day from full. Sure, mediocre, son. World needs more smarter people in charge. Not old people unstable mentally. Well, the last guy in charge was a dead guy. But yeah, no, I do agree. The problem is that the entire design of obtaining power effectively is made... what's the best way to describe it? If you're honest, upstanding, kind, intelligent human being, you will never achieve the maximum amount of power in like politics, because politics is full of backhanded deals, backstabbing, shamelessness and lying. Oh, fuck off. Shamelessness and lying and all sorts of stuff like that. I am fully convinced that every single person that has amassed significant amounts of political, power has done plenty of shady shit to make it happen. Like 100% convinced for that. And that is not new, and that is something that I think will carry on happening throughout the world. Because the answer there kind of lies within, with basic kind of principles or senses of humanity. Because if you are kind and if you are truly virtuous, you will not seek political power, or you will be chewed up by the people who do. Therefore, I don't look at anybody, any single person that's, you know, in a dominant position with the global politics and stuff like that. I think that is a virtuous, kind, and a good man. Your line chat? Yes, I do, mediocre-san. The US sneezes, the world catches a cold? Yes. I do have a line chat, mediocre-san, and I do have a line ID. If you can email me your line ID code thingy, I will add you to the chat, and I'll add you as a friend. Because you need to email that QR code, right? So you can send it to my email. I'll take a look at it. It's Thekiryu1. Charlie doesn't know what he got. Dude kept playing Jen saying, I absolutely disagree with that, and I think you're full of shit. Nobody deserves to be shot for having an opinion. And I think what you just said is a while, so I'm gonna put you in a 24-hour timeout there, Mr. Oreo. I think you're evil. I genuinely think you're misguided morally. I hope you understand how wrong is that you're saying. So there you go. I remember when I see a senator lobbying. Wait. Oh yeah. So for me, people just the line like I'm against mass migration of any kind, legal or illegal. Like in Latvia, for instance. Latvia is a small country. I think any significant influx of people will drastically change any given place in Latvia, and I don't want for that to happen. That's it. I do think, you know, fairly limited amounts of, you know, student exchange, which is how a lot more foreigners are coming to Latvia, and obviously other Europeans, because we are in European Union and stuff like that, that's fine, but I do fully think that when you import huge amounts of people that are different culture or different sensitivities, you are bringing all the issues to your own country. And I don't think, you know, it's good for us. I mean, you can move to Latvia. Of course you can. But in order to obtain the citizenship, that's going to be like a process. You're going to need to learn the language, and you're going to need to learn about Latvia and so on and so forth, and it's going to take many years. Which is something that I'm perfectly fine with. If there's anybody in the world who wants to come to Latvia, learn the language, prove that they know the language, prove that they know the history of Latvia, are integrating in the society, no issue. Ever been to US or Canada, Katie? No. Okay, passwords, anything else I can say. There's a reason people are leaving their countries. Yeah, I left Latvia to work legally to a country that welcomed me. I never once claimed some sort of job seeker allowance, because by the time I was leaving there, I already had, you know, arranged some work for me, which turned out to be absolutely shit, which effectively was, you know, borderline indebted servitude and a massive scam. As an end result, I ended up homeless for a couple of weeks, but I still didn't apply or get any benefit or money from the UK government. And then eventually I put myself on the feet and stayed there for like 10 years. Paid my taxes, you know, didn't claim any benefits or help from the government, and I behaved as a guest in their country. You should have called me. Dude, that was like well over 10 years ago at this point. And then I still realized that I'd rather move back home because I missed my home and I didn't feel happy or fulfilled there. And I do feel better in the place where I'm from. Yeah. Even though Latvia is not as rich, for instance, UK is. Yeah, I need lock-in. Pay attention. Where is the best place to visit Latvia? Where? Well, it depends exactly what you want to do. You definitely do want to visit in summertime. Like, other times are nice too, but there's most to see and do. Latvia is rich in units. Not that rich. Okay? And I think ideal place still to go is capital Riga or my town. My town is a good place where to kind of like lay low because if you stay in Riga, Jelgava, or Bauska, you're effectively staying in the middle of the country. And because Latvia is fairly small, with a couple hours drive, you can get to any place in any town in any city. So that is tremendously helpful. And yeah, so staying in Riga is a fairly good idea because then you can see the old town and architecture there, and there's like, you know, a ton of things to do. And it's very easy to travel around the rest of the country from Riga. Latvia is rich in minding their own business. Yeah, fair enough. Old Molgod, congratulations, buddy. Ah, shit, should not have done that at all. Somewhere in the Balkans. Is it though? Or is it what we wanted you to think? Are any kind of events happening? Well, we're gonna get the... I mean, something, probably. The truth is... I don't know. This is a bad idea. I should have for defense. No, the stun loop. Interesting. Ah, shit. Fuck off. Why? Ah. Ah. Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna die here then. If we're gonna die, then let's die. Assalamualaikum, waalaikumsalam, buddy. Still had to trigger it. Hey, good enough. Nice. But yeah. What else you guys want to talk about? Okoye, yeah, Okoye is like insane in this meta especially. Okoye is also going to be good in the next meta. Do I do Kushala or do I do Wolfie? Just key thing is not to fuck up the light intention. And I fucked up the light intercept and I lost the match. Today, I don't know what or why, but this has been an impossibility for me. Come on then. I mean, I kind of pulled it back a little bit, but he's still gonna finish with high health. Thanks for this week. No major bugs, no bans, no announcement. There are major bugs though, so you are wrong. Caught you. Number one, I still haven't received my AQ rewards. My entire life count. Number two, Sasquatch is still arm break immune raids. At this time makes me try to work much better. Well, you're welcome, mediocre. You got a bit lucky there. How many of those things I have? 6/6, that's fine. You can use a refill then. 24 more points. Alright. Minutes lock is all you need. Exactly. Da 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 dum. But if you guys are here, you can hit that like button, you can hit that sub button, you can hit the good buttons before we kick you in the face. That for the cringe kebab stream. When is that happening? Did they announce it? Did anyone in Latvia get trapped? What? What? Any leaks for October champions? I'm dying now with Dracula and Mr. There are no leaks. I think the stream is going to be next week, not this one. I think on 25th. Well, question there. That's the way we like it. TikTok predicted the rapture will be today. Not as far as I know. Nothing in the news so far. They said October 3rd, so next Friday. Yeah, there you go. October 3rd. Kick in the face? Who gets kicked in the face? You want to get kicked in the face? Alright. I could reach your face with my kick quite easily, so you just need to come on over. You can sell your 6-star generic gems for 1 sig? Yes, I know. I have done that, a bunch of them. I have sold like 25, I think. That Spider-Man costume, by the way, fucking awesome. Why do you want us both to get hurt? It's like, how would I get hurt in that? Small man dupe necessary, or can you can rank 3 without the dupe? Try to need it? Not really. Good chance to hit. He did that costume on himself. Nice. Very good. Two guys bad back. I mean, it has a potential of getting me hurt. But considering how short you are. How do I stop Medusa out of luck? Either do a single hit, have undermine, or heavies. Unblockable. Why give 206 to Shatra? Prestige, baby.
Shut up and take my money.
Some champs like challenge, you
Randy
do
at
medium heavy.
$5.
Oh, I still didn't get quite the question there. Oh, medium heavy, yeah. Against, now I figured it out. You're correct. Holy shit, I didn't even see her then. Uh-oh. Whoopsies. That was a big whoopsie. I really would have preferred if she didn't throw that, but okay. I completely screwed it up. Completely butchered the fight. Domino was your first time, so I can't pull her again for the life of you. I have had a few champs like that for sure. I did have that with 6 stars. I just mind in that situation, so we can take more video. First of all, we were never talking about that being a fight. You said kick in the face. Second of all, it's all about speed, buddy. Speed and endurance. Yeah, no, I'm cooked. Completely. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm screwed. It's sizing me up. He already did that, but... Oh, how? That's like the only question I have is how? Ah, what did I just die? Okay. I mean, Tiger is good for her, quite. Werewolf by night can be very good for Cap Britain because you don't ever knock her down, really. Jack is probably the best counter. Council will probably take a big fat L. And then I have just no choice, no chance. Jack's also avoiding you? Oof, that's not good. But also, round it up. Thank you for your fiver, by the way. You lost that round? Of course I did. You only face not liking the stream? No, I maybe I did. Maybe it was more so meant specifically towards you. Yeah, I will gamble, Noah. Have I made? I have ranked up Solvark for the next meta. And I will... Yeah, something else. You can definitely have a go. Sure thing, buddy. Fine, buddy. Couldn't you at least have died? But no. Fair enough. They didn't mind that. $22. That bastard. That was a rough L. Alright, I think at this point we should just gulag Sith for the wild statements. Yeah, Miss Dean's quite nice. There ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of Miss Dean. Good on. See you later, McNugget-san. Hope you remember to poo before your drive. But remember to poo before your drive home. Is what I wanted to say. The champions, we got 4 mid-champions. 4 mid-champions between August and September. Who are the 4 mid-champions? So you're thinking Mr. Knight, the High Evolutionary Cassandra, Silver Samurai, Mr. Knight. Silver Samurai seems decently good. But yeah, Mr. Knight's mid as fuck. Cassandra is just not quite good enough. High Evolutionary is just prestige. Yeah, I guess I can agree with that. And Solver. But now, so you thought Solver. Well, High Evolutionary was shit too. And the Maker. So I'd say 3 months. That is solid 3 months, Davis. Because High Evolutionary and the Maker are not great either. But yeah, I think Silver Samurai is decent. Can't wait for leader match to begin. Ah, it's gonna be spicy. This boss, look at him. Rank 4 Iceman, like nobody's business. Best so far this year. Jingle and Spine Woman. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Those are the 4 best champions this year. Suspicious that they're all ladies. Almost as if I'm sexist. Misandrist, I think. Misandry, I think was the word. Or a few meme champs, that is true. Anti-venom is good for next meta. I can show you my next meta deck if you want to know that badly. So I'm trying to avoid blame for discrimination. And making it too obvious. He likes best and follows. Yeah, basically. But it's also good for the next meta. See, buffet over time doesn't fuck him over. Tired of pulling Falcon. I have pulled that stupid Falcon more than enough too. That's a, yeah, I'm starting to save too. I don't have Nico, but I don't think Sassy is kind of good enough for that. Yeah, not having a good answer to Rintra is going to be a problem. Okay. Bad, but okay. What is that recovery time though? Yeah, no, Rintra is kind of nasty here. Fine. Fine. Solar is gonna be good in defense. That's the one record that I did do. They discriminate against Latino, that's why Falcon's bad. Maybe. I'm still cooked in round 3. This wild AI is also kind of crazy. But okay, I'm still cooked in round 3. Putting Carolina on defense, I guess. Yeah. Thoughts on rank 4 6 kind of thing? I think it's a decent choice. With Carolina on defense. Yeah. Medusa. Yeah. Medusa is very good in this match, actually. Can kind of stun lock with him. Rather. Him not throwing that special attack is basically what almost cost me the match. But still. That's crazy, fuck. Well, dunk it. Beauty melted. That hit it. Quite a nice chap there. Yeah, he didn't get unstoppable that saving time. But he didn't want to throw his special that lost me down. Man, Okai isn't very good. Who said that? Somebody wanted to ask me about MVPs for the next meta. Believe it or not, High Evolutionary is serviceable in next meta. In the next meta, well, it's very good. Okoye, good. Bleeder, Anti-Venom as well. Diablo is quite good for the next meta. Stalwart's one of my MVPs. Mr. Sinister is crazy good for next meta. Testing Arcade, be decent. Wasn't super sure about the Piggy, but sure, would be decent. What else is kind of great? Oh yeah, I was thinking of taking out my Serpent for next meta. And I'm not running Thanos, as you guys can see. Wolf is still decent in next meta too. Oh, Onslaught's crazy good for next meta. Chapter is good. Tiger is good. Wow. Why not Thanos? Because in between the buffet over time and that massive region opponents are getting, in between Safeguard and you losing your buffs from buffet over time, Thanos is just not particularly good. He's decent on defense, still because of safeguard and whatnot, but alongside his regular threats, like, you know, Tiger and Shatra and whatnot, also like Bleeder and Anti-Venom nuke him down. So I don't think he's good enough on defense, and definitely not good enough on attack. Was Leader good for next meta? Regen reversal. Sassy's regen rate also can be lowered. Sassy's regen rate can be lowered, it can't be reversed. That's a fairly big difference. Because when you put it below 0, it just goes to no regen. So, so Sassy is not particularly, you know, good matchup for Leader next meta, but any, you know, dots and whatnot will still kind of tear through him. And even Anti-Venom can tear through him if you just keep on putting Disorients and then bypass the safeguard. But then there's also, like, you know, the rest of the champs that you will be using dot for. Like, you know, you can still Onslaught a Sassy. You'll still be able to basically, you know, Titania Sassy if you want to. Or you can still... Yeah, Anti-Venom's still going to be decent for that Sassy if you're running Shuri. Shuri, you know, it's not going to be a fast fight, but she will be able to do that fight. Basically. You know, the big dot champs too. Oh. You seem to be arriving in the chat with no good intentions, so... There you go. Luke can shut down safeguard, yes. Yeah, Luke would be a great Sassy counter. What's the next meta again? Next meta is Safeguard and Buffet Your Time. Safeguard can be ignored by reducing build accuracy. There was, I believe, a meta like that, yeah. I mean, there are people like that, Slinger, and so I'll get used to it. If not every day, then every other day, some poor soul like that appears. That's clearly troubled. Didn't realize I was to blame. Okay, that's fine. This was a mistake, but fine. Un Daniela, tev pašam jāmācās atpazīt pulksteni. Tev es nevienreiz neatbildēšu šo jautājumu. Tu zini, cik tā mamma beidz darbu? Shit. And I should not have done this. But in my defense, somebody again is in this room. But fine. I'm sure guys are very angry times. I call it disease. That is true. I might be mistaken, but I think some years ago, might have been a decade ago, there was like a genuine research where it was discovered that the short guys are, on average, more angry. I mean, I'd prioritize overall Red Skull for sure. If you mean specifically for the next meta, then Solvark. Misschedule? No, it wasn't misscheduling. Alright, cool. I mean, I screwed up a little bit. Maybe probably a little bit too much. Is that Legion vulnerability? No, but there's a wish associated with that on the relic. However, $276. Again, not ideal, but overall, Still a little bit up. It's just that, you know, 22 minus... Yeah, I haven't done too bad, to be honest, recently. Fine. So it mixed result bag, but 270 something. That's okay. We'll see 5 though, but that's not bad. Anyways, that's it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then good. If not, then fuck you. Sincerely. With love. And lube. Yeah. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next